Welcome to another video, and today I made a cool new strategy. Guess what? It's solo fallen, and people really want this one. So yeah, this is solo fallen all the way up until wave 40 by using like actual starter towers, like just using the farm, ace pilot, minigunner, and the two supports, commander and DJ. Pretty much you could definitely do this if you're duoing. I'm sure two players could kill the fallen king because that's really close. But even when microing, you still really can't do it. But you still do get the upper limit of coins on the map anyways that we're going to be doing this on, which is Honey Valley, which is basically Play Wasteland 2 if it's a happy map. And well, I use that to my advantage. So let's get, let me just remind you, the towers we're going to be using. We're going to be using Minigunner, we're going to be using TJ Booth, we're going to be using Commander. No Ranger, which I think this is the first Fallen strategy I've seen that doesn't use Rangers, so you know, a little flex. Ace pilot and farm. Alright, so let's just get onto the map. Oh crap, I had my stream stuff on, didn't I? So yeah, I am aware that you can only do this if you have VIP, but if you don't have VIP, then oh my god, I just burped. Then I have the thing for you. So I'll make my private server public for probably a while. I'll put it in the description down below. You can go to it so you can play these maps. Otherwise, there are people who give out free private servers. You can go check those people out. They're pretty epic. Yeah, so pretty much you're going to want to select the, go to community and go to Honey Valley. That's the map you're going to want to be doing today. The reward system, yeah. So this does only give up to 420 coins. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but even if you lose at wave 49, you still get the upper limit. And I'm making this video not for efficiency, but because a lot of noobs, and I noticed because I was a noob not too long ago, pretty much noobs just want to beat Fallen, so just so they can say it can beat Fallen, and also so you can get the little rewards for it, or at least play through it. So like, I bet with like friends, you could definitely do this. This is just a solo strat to wave 40, but so pretty much this is the map right here. All right, so we're gonna start out by placing down an ace pilot right about here. So the reason why I picked ace pilot for this is because it has great DPS in the early and late game. It's not as good as like Demo Man for the early game, but like it is very good for the early game. And it can like towards the end of the game, it can see like through all the loops and stuff. And the beginning is probably the hardest part of the strat. The beginning and the middle, the in between parts are pretty easy and simple. It's kind of like farming, like really simple farming. It's not like you have to do some. It's like you're in a safe situation where you can just farm no matter what. Skip this wave, upgrade your ace pilot. These abnormals can leak. It doesn't matter if you leak a few enemies, but you will see that they like get taken care of. Just gonna see right here, and yeah, there you go. See, they all get taken care of. And now, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to start farming for minigunner, because minigunner is gonna be very important for like stable DPS for like the bosses. So you're definitely gonna wanna, cause Ace Pilot, like, there's a dead zone, like, in the middle of the upgrades where, like, Ace Pilot's, like, good enough, but it's not, like, amazing. And then, like, at the last level, it gets super good, so. But in the meantime, while you try to get that upgrade, you're gonna want some minigunners. They're also gonna be your biggest source of DPS at the end of the game, because, you can only have, like, 10 Ace Pilots, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, yeah. This is definitely gonna be a longer video for sure, because this is like kind of like a scripted guide, and by the end it's kind of just placing down random towers and chaining your commanders. It's very simple towards the end, so I won't record that part, but yeah, so you're gonna want to definitely just follow along these steps for sure. So yeah, next you're gonna want to have this farm upgraded. And then you're going to want to upgrade this farm once. And then you're going to want to stop upgrading these guys. You want to know why? Because by the end of this wave, you should probably have about 900 cash. And by the time the boss comes out, you should have at least a level 1 or 2 minigunner. And yeah, so here we go. See, you have 900 cash now. And then these two farms will give you like about 350 cash, which is very nice. And by next wave, you should be able to have a minigunner. And you can see how good Ace Pilot is just by how they can shred through these heavies. Like, or they get down to 2 HP, just HP. I don't know why I just call it HB. 2 HP by one of the bombs, which is quite good. Quite the bomb, am I right? But yeah, you want to place down the next minigunner, like over here. Alright, and then now that you got a minigunner, you got some very stable DPS for a while, which means not farming. You gotta actually level this guy up for a little bit. Because guess what? This guy needs to get some higher, improved handling, whatever. Yeah, you're gonna want to get some improved handling on this guy, because that increases the damage by quite a bit. And then finally, heat vision goggles, and then after that, you're gonna farm a little bit, because you want to just make some extra money. You're safe. You should probably farm for like 1 or 2 waves, because then you want to get another minigunner. Because soon enough there will be shadows. Just letting you know here. Alright, here we go. So here comes the boss. Now the boss can be taken care of just by these 2 guys. I legit figured this strategy out first try. Just how simple it is. It works extremely well, and it's pretty stable. It's not RNG based or anything. So yeah, here we go. So at first it'll look like the abnormal boss is not gonna die, but then you gotta also acknowledge the fact that there are 3 loops in this map. It's very like skip this wave, but it's very easy. This map is extremely easy for a reason. All right, now you're gonna want to stop farming, and you want to get a second minigunner. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to make the shadows. I think shadows come out like wave 13 or 14 or something. I might be messing up my own strat here. Who knows? Yeah, it might. Once again, it will look like you're losing, but once again, there are 3 loops in this map, so you're not gonna die. Trust me here. All right, so then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna place down another minigunner right here. Place that down, and by next wave, you should have 2 minigunners with heat vision goggles. So you can see right here, there we go. I got this one, and now we can take care of not only 2 bosses, but we can also take care of all the shadows. All right, and then. Next thing you want to do is you just want to start getting all your farms to like level 2. You want to get like a ton of level 2 farms, all right? That's what you want to do. So by wave 13, by the end of wave 13, you should have 3 level 2 farms. Finally get a 5th one. You should just, yeah, there we go. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to start leveling up this ace pilot right here. And, yeah, because we're going to want that detection. We're going to want to detect all those ends. Although at this level, it just does better damage. Because Ace Pilot's going to be a huge part of, like, the mid-game. That's going to be your biggest damager by then. We're going to halt progress, and we're going to get another level 2 minigunner right here. So, yeah, you should just be able to just barely handle this right here. But, like, once again, like, look at this. We're still handling these guys really well. This is actually even better than last game. So, yeah, pretty much. Just gonna want to start saving for the spy plane now. Because, by the slow boss, just one of these ace pilot dudes can pretty much handle a whole slow boss, which is really good. Now, that is molten mode we're talking here. But since we have these minis and stuff, it's gonna be perfectly fine. There we go. We got all these breakers over here. They're all gonna die. The breakers should not have to be tanked, which is pretty good. Now, once again, you won't be able to win. You won't be able to beat Fallen mode with this because there are no outlaws. I decided to do no ranger because I've never really seen anyone like get to like wave 40 without rangers. Because usually a huge part of the strategy is always like a ranger, and I found rangers grind to be really annoying as a noob. So I'm making a strategy for all the like level 20s out there who just got minigunner. Yeah, pretty much after you get this air fighter though, you're gonna definitely want to start just getting your farm. You're gonna get 2 more farms, but we're thinking in the future here. For now, we gotta focus on this air fighter right here. So yeah, once again, don't be scared by the breakers. They're pretty much harmless to us. Maybe we might tank. I don't know. I have no clue. But skip this wave, anyways. And get the air fighter. Here we go. Look at this range, though. This range is awesome. Look at this. Dark Necromancer. Yeah, look at that. You can see, like, the entire loop by that point. Now we're just going to get the rest of our farms right here. Last, like, 2 or whatever. Oh, I only needed 1. I miscounted. Okay, so, yeah, now we have all the farms. And then we're making some big bucks, you know. You know what I mean? And now we're going to just start getting some more minigunners because we need more stable damage, alright? Get some minigunners. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then here come the Fallens, alright? we're gonna want to get a commander right here, and we're just gonna want some extra fire rate. Now look at this, look at this. We just handled the fallen so easily. I'm gonna want the commander's ability for when the next wave of fallens comes out. So get these breakers out of the way. Don't use the commander ability immediately like I did. I kind of messed that up. But because as you're about to see here, it's gonna run out. There we go. But yeah, there we go. The fallens have been taken care of. Second wave of fallens, I always find harder than the first wave, just because like you still have like all the same stuff, but now it's even more of them. Here comes the slow boss. I say my biggest tip to you: just start spamming some level 2 minigunners, and then start doing what I like to call, well, what everyone likes to call, cola, aka chaining commanders. So pretty much. Look at this. So this is going to be good. Just use commander's ability or whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. It gets really buggy sometimes with the keybinds. But here we go. We'll be able to easily take down the slow boss. And we're going to want 4 commanders here. Which sounds really overkill at first. But the reason we're going to have that is actually first place down a few ace pilots. Like where you're going to want them. This is going to sound really stupid. But this is going to like... This is gonna be good, so you don't like end up placing commanders like in the way for later on. It's not gonna backfire. So yeah, we're gonna just continue using commander's ability whenever you feel like it's getting a little dangerous. It's okay, cause then eventually you're gonna just be repeatedly using it all the time. Yeah, we're gonna just do this one more time, one more commander, and then all right, here we go. So now we can start. Now we just repeatedly start pressing F, and every single time this yellow looking aura goes away, you're gonna wanna use the ability right here. And look, we can take care of these fallens. And here comes the shadow boss. Shadow boss should not be an issue. He's usually not really in your way too much. He just kind of like goes really fast. He's a little spooky. This is farther than he got before. That it kind of changes up sometimes. It's a little weird, but pretty much then you're gonna level up this ace pilot. Now that we can see hidden instead of shadow boss, is gonna be even easier. Yeah, these fallens should no longer be an issue. So if you're dying to fallens, you probably messed something up. But here we go. The ace pilot placement is not too specific, really. Like these first 3 should be in this spot, but otherwise they can kind of just be all around this first loop. Or so I even put some in the second loop because sometimes like these skeletons and stuff can get there. That's really stinky. You don't want any skeletons in there. Now once you get this second air fighter, all right, use the ability right here. Use the ability, cause then this is where these glitches are gonna get like kind of far, but luckily their health just kind of gets chipped down into nothingness. Keep on chaining. Level. Then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to level up this commander. Oh. Alright, this commander right here. Chain again. You're gonna want to focus on this commander now, cause reason being, well, actually, you're gonna. I'm making it so complicated for you guys, but just get all these farms to level 3 and then focus on this commander. All right. And then here we go. Here come the hazards. These guys are the last thing you could call is a hazard, but yeah. So then place down a DJ before you absolutely max this, because you're going to want the extra range commander. Make sure you use that every single time the glitches come out, especially when the glitches come out, but use them always. But then, now we should have some great range over here, right? And then, these guys, they're going to die. They're going to really die. Skip wave, and then just wait, and get world leader next. So here we go. Now we can see like all of these guys like, getting boosted and stuff and whatnot. What are we gonna want to do? Is we're gonna wanna as I continue using the abilities. I keep on opening the emotes. Let's do a little dance. Let's do this. Yeah. And then yeah. And then this is kind of where this specific. Once we get to the tank, this is where I'll kind of cut off and then like just tell you what to do afterwards, because there's not too much after this point they have to do in specific, other than just kind of chaining, placing down more towers. But as we go, you just whenever you can try to max these farms, and by wave about 35 they should all be maxed. So yeah, here's where the tank is about to come out, right here. It's gonna be really scary, but you're gonna survive it. Don't worry. It's gonna look really sketchy at first because it's gonna be like really close. It's gonna be a really close death. That's how it always is. It always gets like the last like 300 HP, and then it, like at the final loop. But you're gonna survive right here. So this is where I'm gonna cut off this footage because there's more. There's more. Not much more actually. It's pretty simple. So let's get on to that. Alright, so from here you should see some footage. So this is pretty much where you just kind of defend like usual. Keep on chaining your commanders, alright? And then after that, you're just gonna wanna keep on chaining, alright? And then just keep on placing down towers like usual. Place ace pilots kind of all around the first circle where the enemies come through. And eventually at Fallen King, you're not gonna be able to do much other than just kind of die. And you'll get your 420 coins and you'll be super happy. So yeah, thanks for watching this strategy.